Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Lekki shooting. Drama as judiciary panel plays CCTV footage. Hello, everyone. How are you today? Whatever time we're reaching you, we want to say thank you. We really appreciate your awesome presence. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and to subscribe if this is your first time. With regards to 20th of October 2020 at Lekki Tollgate, a judiciary panel was set up by Nigerian government, to look into the activities of what went down on that day. We know that LCC management has come up with some footage saying that they stopped recording at 8 p.m. But that's very flimsy because abroad, the CCTV camera records 24/7, whether at day or at night, and if there is an issue, an incident, a crime, those footage can be taken, retrieved and assessed for evidences. But apparently in Nigeria, the course and the course of the stage is different. What's happening? Quite a different scenario, really. So the footage that was brought in, let's get straight into the news so you get the details of the drama that all happened. Lekki shooting, drama as judiciary panel plays CCTV footage. It has been a day of drama at the Lagos State Judiciary Panel on restriction for victims of SARS-related abuse and other matters. The drama, which began immediately the panel began its sitting on Friday, climatized in the decision of the chairperson of the panel, Justice Doris, retired, to allow the viewing of nearly 20-hour CCTV footage submitted by Lekki Section Company LCC. The footage has earlier been submitted as part of the exhibit in the ongoing investigation into alleged shooting of protesters at the Lekki Tollgate on Tuesday, 10th October by soldiers. It is believed that the footage may help clear controversies over the presence of soldiers at the Lekki Tollgate, or indeed if there was any protest that was shot that day. LCC had earlier indicated its cameras stopped recording event at the toll gate, which protesters had taken over for about 2 weeks at about 8:30 p.m. on the set day Tuesday. At the panel on Friday, the disposition earlier in the day was to watch about 2 or 3 hours of the footage, especially recording close to the time of the alleged arrival of soldiers at the toll gate. But Justice Okonwobi approved the viewing of the entire footage from Adesina Ogunlaye, who had earlier presented himself as the legal representative of the NSAS protesters demanded so. The lawyer who was joined by his other colleagues said this was to ensure that the footage was not tampered with. This was also after initial drama and opposition of I.J. Okochukwu, a lawyer of the government, that NSAS is not a legal entity, fearless, and cannot be represented at the panel. There is no entity called NSAS protesters. The learned friend is entitled to represent anybody that is known to law. We cannot have anybody approaching for a body that is not known to law or leader or structure. NSAS protesters is a nobious entity, said Okechukwu. Rotimi Sereki, counsel for the Lekki Section Company LLC, alleged with the government lawyer. He also said that the LCC was not an interested party in the matter, but invited because the panel felt it might have relevant evidence to assist it. We cannot allow every term Dick and Harry to represent and to be represented, he concluded. But they continued that he did not just appear at the panel without prior invitation of his client. He went on to call out 3 persons whom he said were part of the protesters and had hired him to represent them. They were Victoria, Deborah, and Oyeke. Consequently, the chairman of the panel approved the appearance of the NSAS protesters' lawyers. And so they were able to watch the footage. So we've not gotten a result back. They are trying to shield NSAS protesters as much as possible from this preliminary hearing. And it's obvious that some persons, some quarters do not want evidences to come out. Now, I will give you a latest with regards to the International Criminal Court of Justice investigating what happened. Nigerian government, the International Criminal Court of Justice can only come in when the government of Nigeria do nothing about the alleged killing. It's alleged because Nigerian government is claiming that nothing of such happened. Okay, so it becomes certain when facts has been put in place. For now, until it becomes certain, in the terms of law, is still considered alleged. So Nigerian government is going further, going further, going after NSAS protesters as we speak. We presented you with the news with regards to Nigerian government freezing the accounts of, anybody who tweeted, with regards to the NSAS for notification on what is going on. Nigerians, I just want to say this out there, okay? There is a term called intimidation, which Nigerian government is seriously using now. What does this tell you? They are seriously scared about 2023. If we still get to 2023, God willing, all things being equal. What's going on? They don't want us to speak because they know with the way and the momentum in which we rose up together as one entity. If we stand up together again as one come 2023 and we say to every youth, nobody, as a matter of urgency, nobody stands behind any politician. That's why the North, can you imagine that NSAS happened in the South? What the North talk about was insecurity. But guess what? There was a meeting held by northern governors, the 19 northern governors and their traditional leaders, talking about the sultans. They were all there. Not a single South governor. What happened in Lagos, Ogun, Owerri, Delta, Edo. Not one of them was represented. So how can something happen in my house? Yes, you want to find out what happened. You heard of an alleged shouting. You did not come to me, my children, or my husband, or the persons living in my vicinity, but you go to my neighbor 5 years down my house and you say, what happened? What decision should we make? That's not a true place to decide because they don't have a clue. What they will say is, I heard some shouting. At some points, it went down. Afterwards, okay, so what should we do? There's no judgment there. You don't even know what happened. Guys, leave me a comment. I don't want to blow up all about this.